And this is the Phantom of the Opera movie.
That it is.
Oh, there's what's her name who plays Meg? I really like her.
Yeah, she was pretty good.
She's
a huge rack for a ballet dancer, though.
Well, yeah, she would have trouble balancing. She's in a soap opera in England. I think she's in Coronation Street or Emmerdale or something like that.
Oh, yeah, I have no idea.
What is Poison Ivy wearing?
I don't know. She's just being in a Joel Schumacher movie.
I watched this movie the other day, actually. I didn't want to, but it was on, and just every time it's on, I just can't resist it. I'm just suckered in.
I'm so sorry. He should have apologized harder.
Now, this would have been bad, wasn't it? I know there was a huge backlash at the time of the movie, and people were saying, oh, it's got to be Michael Crawford and Sarah Brightman, but, I mean, if you look at these clips, it would have been ridiculous. I mean, it was ridiculous back in the 80s, but what was it, 2004 this was made, and she would have been 60, and it just wouldn't have worked.
Yeah, I think stage acting and, film acting is a little different. I do wish that they had gone with an older actor for the Phantom, though.
Look at those eyes, though. It's the eyes that gets me.
She looks stoned. It's sad.
I mean,
she doesn't look entranced. She looks like she took a brick to the head and doesn't quite know where she is.
Even Crawford's a bit weird in some of these videos. I can take that because he's supposed to be weird.
Yeah.
And this was my very first movie, the one that started it all off. And when I started Phantom Reviews, I only really intended to do this one, the Herbert Lom version, and Dario Argento. And 30 movies later, I'm still doing the Dario Argento one. So I've got a bit of hand.
God.
Excuse me. Now, this is my favourite part of the movie. I don't know about you, but when I saw it in the thing, it goes, da, 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 da. That is really cool.
Oh yeah, I saw this opening sequence and I thought, oh okay, this might be cool, and then it kept going.
That was my thought exactly. This movie's okay. A lot of people do like this, and it's okay. I think it could have been a lot better.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that most of the people who watched it didn't get the fact that the Phantom is so good looking that he becomes suddenly a hero in this, and you're supposed to sympathize with him, but you're not supposed to want him to get the girl. He's kind of a freaking creep.
Yeah, I love what you said once about the deformity in the eye patch.
Yeah, well, he's such a handsome, good-looking guy. I do not feel sympathy for this guy who could wear a freaking eye patch and walk around Paris and look just like everybody else, just with an eye patch on. There's nothing wrong with this man. Maybe psychologically, but I don't.
He's got even more going for him than the Julian Sands Phantom, because at least he's got nice hair.
Exactly.
Hey, this Phantom wears a wig as well. Wig!
Wig! Wig! Oh, God.
Oh, and this is the Miranda Richardson scene. I really like Miranda Richardson, but what is she doing in this movie? What accent is she doing?
I think she's trying to be French with a bad head cold.
This is the one that really gets. He's an architect, a composer, a designer, a magician, and nobody else does that weird voice. So what's up with that?
I don't know. It's really funny because in American movies, when we want to portray people from Europe, they all sound British, except for apparently Miranda Richardson in this. Oh, and Christine. Oh, and the Phantom. It's like everybody has a different accent, but they're all supposed to be French.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, but Miranda Richardson's so much better than that. I really like her in her other movies. I don't know, maybe she just didn't care about this one.
I can't say I blame her.
What are your views on Emmy Rossum?
I think she was really young in the movie, so I'll cut her some slack, but her face, she has two facial expressions, just like the guy who plays Raoul in this. He's got high eyebrows and low eyebrows, and she's got wide eyes and slightly less wide eyes, and then also, codfish mouth. That's about it.
And this is the part where we're ranting on about the deformity, and that's what really upsets me about this. I mean, we're in 2004, and they couldn't do a better makeup job than 1925, and there's just no excuse for that, because I know it was an independent movie, but there was a lot of money spent on this, and they couldn't. Even the Herbert Lom version, which was put together with probably about £3 worth of makeup, is so much better. I mean, look at it; it looks nasty, but what's up with this?
I think. You know what? They were kind of banking on sex appeal to sell this show. and they couldn't do phantom nipples, and they couldn't let the girls' feet dry up too fast, so they had to do it with this.
I'm sure Joel Schumacher wanted phantom nipples. And look at that with the eye. I mean, there is nothing wrong with that eye, and then later on it's like that.
I know, eye patch. You can just cover up that little bit of chlamydia or whatever it is he's got splattered all over his face.
Ew. And I've heard, like, fangirls make the excuse that sort of when Christine goes down into the layer that she's sort of under his spell, so the Phantom looks automatically more nice than he does later on, and then when she pulls off the mask, the spell's broken and she sees him how he really is. And I'm just, no, they just didn't bother with the makeup in the earlier shots.
Everybody else was freaking looking at him too. Are they all under his wig?
Wig! Where's Dean? Duh! Duh, 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 duh. Oh dear. Excuse me.
Okay.
Oh, and Piangi, I don't get how Piangi's like 100, and then they swap him with the Phantom, who's 10 stone, and nobody notices.
I don't know. I also really, really love this part where Raoul is underwater. Could you find like a more pointless death trap? I don't think you could.
And I forgot to mention it, but apparently if you look closely at that scene, when the trap is released, the bubbles go in reverse, so rather than film it go up, they just reverse the film of it going down, or the other way around, I can't remember, but that's just lazy.
Well, you know, there's one part in The Point of No Return, too, where the cameraman's shadow goes over Christine's face.
I've not noticed
the cameraman. That's just lazy.
And also there's meant to be a part in Point of No Return where you can see the audience, and you can see that there's dummies down there. I need to watch this movie again and point out how I did bits.
Oh.
I really wanted to do more of these bits as well, you know, where we kill off the people we don't like in the movie, and I never really did it again.
I know, I was actually watching the whole thing at work, I reviewed, just because I crunch numbers and it gets boring. And I thought, why didn't he do this again? That was fun.
I think I need to do it to the Argento one. I need to kill Dario Argento somehow.
Yeah.
That is my favourite bit when Joel Schumacher goes in, oh no! He deserved it.
I laughed.
I'm glad you did.